purchasing a wireless router, and also a few tips on generally how to set them up. First, you should figure out what you'll be using your router for. General home use, gaming, heavy uploading and downloading, just to name a few. Based on that, you can determine if it's a single or dual router you'll need. The dual band would be better for someone who's doing lots of heavy use on the network because you get more Wi-Fi power with the dual band versus a single, but it's not always necessary to go for the big guns. Then there are all the different numbers and letters associated with the router. The most common number you'll see is 802.11. It simply means the device holds to the standard of the Wi-Fi Alliance, which is usually synonymous with what we call Wi-Fi. You'll also see the terms B, G, N, or a combination of all of those while looking for a router. They refer to the different generations of signals that are transmitted from the device. Older computers that pick up Wi-Fi use mostly B and G signals, whereas most modern computers and devices also use the N. Depending on how many walls and what type of building you're in, you might want to take into consideration where the antennas are on your router. Mine is built in, which is fine for general home use, but something with a little more power could be the best choice if you're trying to send the rays through thick cement walls or multiple rooms. Another thing to keep in mind is security, and some routers offer more than others. You can sometimes determine when a user can visit certain websites using the router software, or some offer you the ability to create multiple SSIDs. Okay, so we've covered the basics of wireless routers, and I'd like to show you quickly how to set one up. First, you need to get an internet connection from an internet service provider, which is referred to as your ISP. It's offered in a variety of different ways, such as DSL, cable, or yes, even still through a dial-up modem. Secondly, you'll need to purchase a wireless router, and I've included some links that will help you determine which routers are the most up-to-date and best to purchase for your needs. Once you've got both of those components ready and an Ethernet cable plugged in, you're good to go. Plug in the router, and you should see an unprotected wireless name that corresponds to the brand of the router pop up. After that, you'll certainly want to make sure to secure the network, which usually involves logging into the router either via wireless or through a hard connection. I suggest using WPA or WPA2 encryption because it's the strongest compared to the WEP protection. Make sure to choose a secure password because it's pretty easy to have your wireless network broken into, which could expose your personal information. These are just the basics, but they should get you started and on your way to wireless freedom. I'm Ellie Roundtree, and this has been Rockets in Tech.